Hi, everybody. Oh my goodness, I've missed you guys so much. Welcome to my channel and happy September to everybody out there. Those of you who have been following me for a while, you know this is my favorite time of the year, the fall. I know fall doesn't start until like the end of September, but I don't care. September 1st to me, that's when the pumpkins come out. So I did start decorating a little bit. But this is my favorite time of the year, kind of, September, October, November, December, that entire time. This is my favorite time of the year. So I felt guided to do a reading this evening, like I usually been doing periodically. I've been guided to do a pick a deck reading. And it's going to be more about, for those of you maybe who are in separation with somebody, be it soulmate, twin flame, friends, family, whatever, kind of comes out. If you feel guided to watch this video, then so be it. But it's more, I feel, for those of you who are in separation from somebody, whether you left them, they left you, okay? And it's going to be, I feel like I kind of want to do it with this kind of a title, maybe, like, what are they going through? Are they thinking about you? Kind of, does it look like they're maybe going to come back? And maybe some advice on how to best handle the situation, okay? Now, keep in mind, for a reading, that really is meant for your specific situation, you will need a private reading, okay, which I do offer. Down below, you can email me. I do offer live one-on-ones and also pre-recorded readings. But again, with any general reading, it may or may not resonate entirely with your situation, okay? Now, let's get started here. So let me just start with the deck. So now this is here's deck number 1. Okay, get a feel for it. Also, like with picking the decks, sometimes, like I with general readings especially, or even picking readings to watch, I more go with my intuition. Just so meaning like you can watch maybe even more than one deck if you feel it. Maybe a little bit from each, whatever you feel. Okay, so here is deck number 2. There's really no right or wrong. It's more whatever you kind of feel. Okay, and here is deck number 3. Right, so feel free to pause the video at this point. All right, let me just kind of organize myself here. So let me put number 3 here. Number 2 over here. All right, so there's deck number 1. Now, I did feel guided to do, though, an opening message, for everybody, okay? And I was pulled very much to this particular deck for it. Let me see here. So a general message for all. Okay. Let me see here. Okay, we have the Queen of Pentacles. The Devil. Okay. How appropriate. 3 of Wands. Page of Swords. Now there is an energy here. I feel like this may have to do with maybe all involved here. With your particular soulmate or, person who you're thinking of. There is a big energy here. Now, I feel of somebody or of them maybe missing, okay, or angry right now. I feel actually with this Devil card, like karma, or karma itself, remember, is not necessarily punishment or rewards, right? I try not to think of it like that. Karma really is just action. Action. There is a reaction, consequences, be them good or bad. But what I do feel from this in particular, this feels like an energy of maybe, I feel like the bulk of, for all who are watching this, your person seems to be very, I'm getting more, you know what I feel from this? Like angry, butthurt, particularly that word butthurt really is sticking out to me right now. And it really feels like their actions right now are kind of conducive to, it's like they're really just reaping the results of the way they live. I feel actually there's this kind of aggression. There is this, I feel kind of like blaming, I'm hearing like blaming you for things, or even like not even you. It feels like you're maybe a part of it, but it feels like they're kind of right now maybe stuck in kind of, I just keep hearing like reaping what they're sowing. And their life seems to be, for everybody, very, I'm hearing a lot of adjectives in my head. For some I heard like kind of hellish. I also heard like kind of like surviving. I'm hearing like kind of surviving, like having to fight for what they have. And I also am getting this energy more of like love. Love itself seems to be, I think maybe where you maybe freely gave it. And I feel like you're keeping your karma, or have kept your karma, pure. I feel them, though, there's kind of this energy of two opposites. You seem to be, there's this energy of like, maybe like you have a good support system. Love is being freely given to you. Support from the universe, from God, from the angels, wherever you go with this, your friends, your family. This is the kind of energy that I feel. Them, on the other hand, it feels like this energy of, like having to fight for it. It's not being given freely. And it feels like some of them can definitely be involved. Now, if this is like romantic, some of them can be involved in maybe with another person right now. And it does feel like it is not the best situation. I also feel like there is this energy coming across of somebody who, for the bulk, there's like this stinginess. And I'm hearing like stingy with trust, with love, but then they get annoyed when people don't trust them. Everybody has to kind of trust them, but they're not so trustworthy. They kind of get annoyed when people, be it abandon them, be it tell them how they really are, and there's kind of this energy of them, I feel, continuing a bit, I'm hearing this more, from the point that they left you, or from when you left them. It feels like they really didn't learn the lesson and kind of continued just kind of on a certain path of either breadcrumbing people, not really giving. And what it feels like is it's almost, I feel this. The bulk of them, I feel like when they think of you, it's very triggering to them. It's like, I feel like I'm angry and I'm annoyed. But that anger seems to be, or could have been, it's even more like this energy of they're directing a lot of anger at you when it should more be them taking accountability for certain behaviors. Like if you're going to be angry at anyone, okay, be angry at your damn self, but then do something about it. You can't, there's like this energy of them though continuing to be a certain way, but then wondering why they get the shit end of the stick. It's like they're stubborn, they just want to continue doing what they're doing. This feels like very toxic energy that you may have dealt with. I feel a lot of lying, and it's more like emotionally pushing people away, but then, you know, kind of expecting the other partner to, I don't know, tolerate it or kind of just support, you know, support them. I actually feel like a lot of them could have gotten into like other relationships, other friendships, and what it feels like is their life right now is very hectic, filled with a lot of drama, filled with a lot of, it feels like kind of people who, this Nine of Pentacles is very interesting. I feel like there's this energy of people who are, I'm getting more out for themselves, and it feels like they're kind of getting a dose of their own medicine, and it's quite rough out there right now for them. I feel like they're trying to make the best of it. I'm also hearing this, somebody out there, or a lot of them, for some reason, are trying to prove you wrong. Because there's this kind of triggering, I feel, or like aggression right now. It feels like certain karma has hit. It's almost like I'm hearing the word Shatterpoint. Something has made them realize something, or something is, it feels like anger. I'm hearing this too. There's this energy of maybe, you know, some things maybe that you said, right? Maybe even in general, that either about them or maybe like people they're around or the type of energy that they give off, whatever. There's this energy of you kind of not now, I feel, not reaching out, not in contact, which is, I actually feel, the best thing for all right now. But there is this energy of them kind of like, what, like, oh, I feel like I'm hearing like they're realizing that you were right about a lot of things. A lot of things. But they kind of don't know how to handle it. There's this energy of kind of eating the humble pie, or there is an overall resistance to kind of eating that, you know, or swallowing that piece of humble pie and really making amends. You know, I feel a lot of guilt, a lot of anger, but it right now it feels like maybe it's in that stage of the guilt and anger hitting, but I feel like right now there's this kind of base energy of them all kind of going back and forth, okay? Between kind of reaching out to you. It feels like more the energy of humility, which is creeping through right now. But also a lot of, I feel like, harsh realities that it's kind of like, okay, you know, you could do it this way, but it ain't going to be easy for you. And I feel like a lot of karma has been kind of doled out or is occurring right now. And it feels like maybe within the past few weeks and months that things have starting to either reach a breaking point or reached a breaking point for them of kind of a realization of things. But I do feel an overall resistance or contention when it comes to you. And I also feel like there's this energy, a lot of them, for the bulk, for all who kind of chose this video to watch, there's this energy of you kind of, I feel like, have stepped away and you are not chasing them. You are not begging them. You are not, you're just kind of letting them do what they're going to do with their life. You're kind of like this energy of, if you see them, it may be like a hello, hello. If you happen to see them in public or maybe you're like part of a group, there's this energy of just hello. It's kind of like nonchalant, detached. That seems to be or have affected them. Okay? And I feel like this is the kind of energy that triggers them very much, but I also feel like this is the kind of energy that I feel you should maintain for the bulk of you right now. There's an energy of detachment. I feel an energy, if anything, of maybe just, like let's say you see them in public, whatever, you say hello, that's it. Keep like friendly, though you may love them or, have very deep feelings for them. What it feels like is the overall message here for all is to kind of control your feelings right now. Because I feel like they are still in all of them seem to still be in the process of learning a lesson or karma hitting. And I don't feel that you should interfere with that. All right. So now let's get into the individual decks. Justice. You see, this is an energy of letting people face the consequences for their actions. We all have to. Now, there's the Nine of Cups. This feels like your energy from the beginning. There's this energy of really living life to its fullest. And I also feel an energy of, I feel like you may have people right now who support you when you need it. They support you, but you support them. I feel a lot of energy of friends, good friends, close friends, family, who you are close with. There's this kind of energy of, I feel you're good right now. You are, and I also feel like your karma, there's this energy of kind of being provided for. You have good people around you. Nurture them, and I feel like you will be nurtured in return. And I feel like this is the kind of energy that's surrounding you. It's almost like you don't even have to work for it in a way right now. I mean, it is work, but you know what I mean when I say that. It's because you do, or maybe because you have conducted yourself in a certain way, you are not in the position that they are in. Any suffering I feel right now, that you may go through, there's this energy of having a support system enough to get you through it. You pick your people up, they pick you up when it's needed. So stay in that energy, and it's really gorgeous. And I do feel like for a lot of you, if you are questioning whether, let's say you walked away, right, from them, if that was the right decision, this Tower is confirmation that I feel it was best that it broke up, whether you walked away or they walked away. If you're doubting yourself, don't. I think it was the right decision. And if they walked away from you, it was for the best. This Tower makes me feel like it was it was meant to be. It was best that it broke up when it did. Whether you stop talking to them, they stop talking to you, friends, whatever it is. Okay? So now let's get now into deck number 1. Right, so for those of you who chose deck number 1, now let's get into this more specifics here. So welcome to deck number 1, and let's get started here. What are what are their feelings towards you? What are they going through? Page of Swords. Okay, this is an interesting message, but I feel like for some reason, all right, for some reason, I'm hearing deck 3. Some of you may have been like torn on 1 or 3, or maybe felt this should have been 3. Something about deck 3 in the like what I'm about to read later may relate to this. Or there may be something in deck 3 for you as well. But there's something about like maybe this could have been deck 3, or deck 3 may have something else for you just to start off. But there's this energy of, okay, I feel like when it comes to you right now, there's this energy of, they're like looking at you. It feels like very kind of immature energy. It feels like, I feel like this person is greatly trying to prove you wrong. There's like this energy of like a little bit of like, how dare you treat me like that? But it's also, I feel like they're also very annoyed, and it's more like ego. I feel like also they may be asking people about you. Like, okay, maybe not letting you know, but it feels like they're just curious about your life. Like, hey, what are they doing? You know, who are they talking to? Who are they around? What are they doing? I also feel like you may have been giving them the cold shoulder. There's something about the cold coming through, like be it winter or just maybe like the cold shoulder. I'm getting this energy of kind of, they may have been silent with you for a long time, so then you may have returned the favor. And now there's this energy of like, oh, like, well, what did I do to deserve this? It feels like they're kind of turning themselves into the victim. It kind of feels also like this is somebody who does not like their own energy return to them. It feels though like they're not quite seeing the connection though. It feels it's more like, oh, why are they in such a bad mood? Or, you know, like, what did I do? And it feels like they're I'm seeing like kind of 2 links coming together, but there's a hole. It's like the chains aren't connecting. And it feels like they're looking at your energy more like, oh, how could they be like that? But they're not looking at their actions which caused it. It's more like, okay, well, you got this. Don't like it when it's returned to you, right? They're not seeing, though, it was their kind of actions that did it. Or like your behavior towards them is a result of their behavior towards you. I don't feel like nastiness. It's more like, I'm getting more the cold shoulder is triggering them. Oh, you, the Queen of Swords. So, you know, whether you did tell them off, or it's more like this, and I'm actually feeling like the bulk maybe of those watching maybe took more of an approach of like just kind of keeping it silent. It feels like you effectively did maybe cut them off, but there's kind of this energy of, I feel they were pushing you away, but you kind of maybe just sealed it, okay? Or whether they pushed you away, there's this energy of a boundary up coming from you. And it feels like this is like 2 people on 2 different levels. It feels like this is a page versus a queen. Whether you're a guy or a girl, it doesn't matter. It's 2 different maturity levels. I also feel like, if anything, maybe if you see them or if you talk, it's very, I don't feel you reach out, maybe like you used to. There's this energy of just, hello. And I don't feel you send it, how are you? Good, how are you? And you keep it moving. You may be in a social group with them. You may, and it feels like they notice what you're doing, or they notice your, I keep feeling like the cold. Now, it can also be like the cold may have to do with maybe like the time of year. that it could have been like maybe last winter or in the colder months of the year that something occurred that triggered this. I heard February for some of you. I feel like you're giving them the cold shoulder and they're kind of not getting it. They're like they're triggered by, I keep looking at, I feel like I'm looking at you or I'm looking at myself. I'm looking and it's this energy of where they once maybe didn't realize it. I think now it's more like they're getting annoyed at you. But they're not seeing that it's their own actions that did it. Or if they are, they're more annoyed that someone's holding them accountable. That someone's not like taking their shit from them. And that's tough. I feel the Three of Pentacles. You know, you may have gotten energy from them like, oh, you know, I'm really busy. I keep hearing this like busy, 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 busy. You know, you may have gotten the busy excuse from them. You know, that's something like I can't with that excuse. I don't tolerate that in my life. I'll tell you that. We are all busy, and I feel like this is something maybe that you've heard even before. I feel like you left them to it. I feel like they were busy, okay, busy for you, but when it came to other things, other whatever, they were all on top of it. So you left them to it. And what it feels like is they're annoyed that you left them to it. And I feel like there's this energy of maybe being discarded. Or maybe you feel like you were discarded and they may have come around again or started a kind of, you know, beat around your bush again, and you just kind of gave them the leaf, what is it, the chainsaw, the leaf cutter, the weed whacker. What I more so, you know, it's like the things, you know, that like, I can't think of the word. I must sound like an idiot, and I'm a gardener myself. You know, I think it's the chainsaw, you know, that you kind of like cut the bushes with and shape the bush. It's like, yeah, okay, get away. You know, and I also feel this energy of like, this is someone who's busy. It's like they're busy, but busy for you. But then when they're not so busy, then they come around again to you. This is what they do to people. And they're annoyed that you're not tolerating it. You basically called their bluff. There's the star. I actually feel like with this particular person, I don't feel they mean you any harm, honestly. There's this energy, though, of I just feel you two are on two very different levels. Of they may be younger than you may be, and you know, when I say younger, it could be physical age, or but I also just feel like immaturity level. You know, because I know some 20-year-olds, okay, who are more mature than some 30, 40, 50, 60-year-olds. Okay? Age really doesn't mean anything, the number at least. But I this star makes me just feel like you are kind of, I feel them as maybe a little immature, and you're really just not tolerating it. I think it's more like you're just on you're on two different wavelengths. Ooh, the High Priestess. Yeah, no, you're giving them like kind of, there's this energy of the silent treatment or just the cold shoulder. But I don't really feel like you're wishing them harm, which is good. There's the Seven of Pentacles. Lovers and the Strength card. They may have even like got a boyfriend or another girlfriend or another boyfriend, girlfriend, and kind of chose them. You may not have liked them if it was a friend, and maybe you're just staying away. But I do feel this energy of Their choices in relationships and love seem to be a little subpar. The people they surround themselves with. I also feel, again, with this particular person, there seems to be a lack of self-awareness that they don't realize, or it's like they don't realize what they do to others or their behavior, but when they get back what they do, they have a melt. It's like this energy of, oh, how, what did I do? What do you mean? Why are you treating me like this? How? I was so good to you. I've been nothing but polite. Some of you out there, I just heard like, F your politeness. It's like politeness. Yeah, politeness. Okay. Okay, well, I'm being polite to you, aren't I? You're getting a hello and a goodbye. I feel like maybe even now you may be treating them like an acquaintance for some of you. Like, hello. Goodbye. That's it. How's the weather? Oh, very nice. That's okay. Have a nice day. Let me see, like, any action they may. This person, though, is very immature. Let me see any action they may take towards you. So the Two of Pentacles. How they're viewing you. Two of Pentacles. The Empress. Ooh, you triggered them. Nine of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. There's this energy. Okay, this feels like they're butthurt, and I feel like they're on their high horse. I get this energy with the Two of Pentacles of they seem to be unaware of themselves. I feel like maybe people tell them to. You may have even told them a little bit about themselves. You know, like even like other people. This feels like someone who may go to people and like talk to them, complain, whatever. I feel like this person may have also like a lot. It's either a lot of people or nobody, which is basically the same thing. Because if you have like a ton of acquaintances, that's like almost having nobody. It also feels like them. I just feel like they're looking at you and like they don't know what to do. But for some, I feel like they're blaming you for your behavior towards them. And it's actually quite funny. The Empress makes me feel like it could be a Taurus or a Libra. But this makes me feel like a misplaced ego. The Empress and the Emperor, depending on the energy that I feel, at least, it can go both ways. Empress and Emperor, you know, very good cards themselves. But Empress and Emperor can, in some circumstances, right, have an ego problem. This feels like the more that application of the energy that I'm feeling. 100%. I also just heard Aries, Taurus. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Virgo are the signs that I just heard in my head. Whether that resonates with you or not. If the signs don't resonate, that may just be specific for somebody out there. This Nine of Pentacles, it makes me feel like Four of Pentacles. They feel very affronted by your maybe treatment of them. I feel like there's this energy of first anger. They may be in the anger stage right now, like not reaching out to you. I don't see the point. But there's also, then comes this energy now, the Nine of Swords and the Nine of Wands. This feels like maybe going through the stages of guilt, taking accountability for one's actions. Two of Cups and the Seven of... Okay, there's this energy. I feel like right now they may not be reaching out. It feels like they're more on their high horse. I also feel like somebody may be in another relationship, or they just may have like a kind of a toxic person around them, or they're giving into a toxic situation that's, you know, maybe, what's the word, not allowing, it's more like maybe adding fuel to their ego, or adding fuel to the fire. But what it feels like is, I feel them actually seeing what they did. It feels like where they may be disassociating from it right now, but it does feel like they do take accountability at some point and kind of realize, oh shit, I did, it was me. They're being like this because of what I did, or I did something. But see, now they are coming. I do feel them, but see, there's the Page, and then there's this King of Pentacles, Queen of the Tower. This feels like you King, all three king, not three king, two king. But King of Pentacles, King of Swords, and the Tower. There's this energy of, I feel you not making it easy on them if they do talk to you. Or let's say because I do, maybe for some of you, if you're like seeing them still in public, they may talk to you. But what it feels like is, should they confront you on maybe why you're acting this way, I don't feel you are going to go easy on them. And I also feel this energy of you kind of just laying it out for what it was. Okay, well, I didn't do a damn thing. Ooh, my camera gave out, the recording stuck because I had set an alarm. So my apologies for that. It's funny because I set it at 22:22 a while ago and I forgot. But anywho, let's get back to the reading. So there's an energy coming through of you. I feel, you know, they will approach you, I think, again, maybe, or should they confront you on this? It's looking like they will. In a few, be it weeks or months, it does feel like they will, but it feels like it's a page again versus a king. Like before you came out as a queen, now you're coming out as kings. This feels like you just kind of laying it out, or you're being guided maybe to just lay it out the way it was. Well, no. It's like, no. I didn't do that. You did this, and I returned the favor. You were cold to me for months, and I stopped giving a crap. I gave you back your own energy. Probably won't say it like that, but it's more like, maybe you will, because there's more like this energy. It's like how you're going to say it. It doesn't feel like you're going to sugarcoat it, but it's more this energy of like, I didn't sabotage it. You were cold, you were quiet, and okay, well, you got too busy for me, and so I got too busy for you. And if you don't like it, that's tough. I feel you maybe like telling them how it is. There may be an opportunity coming up, you know, from that. Page of Cups again now. There's kind of this energy of like, kind of, okay, I treated you, or I'm treating you the way you treat me. Emperor. Magician. The Fool. Devil. Chariot. With this particular person, it feels like they have a bit of an unhealthy ego. And it also, with the Fool and the Magician, it kind of feels like maybe they don't... I feel they have some growing up to do, honestly. This doesn't feel like a particularly bad person. They just feel like maybe a bit of a child. It could be like a literal child, or... I feel like they kind of pick crappy people, you know, or they kind of just discard and then come back and go back and come back. You know, and it feels like maybe that just does not row or that does not float with you. You know, and that may be something that you say to them. Let me see if they will take accountability for that. Like, should you give this person another chance? Because I actually do feel them reaching back out to you. Okay, or there will be a discussion coming from this. No, I feel like the other, it's a mixture of this deck and the first deck that I used. Which, okay, the tower is on the bottom of that deck. Okay. I feel like you should not trust this person. Like, let's say you do give them another chance. What this tower feels like is it's an energy of, if anything, you need to start from square one again. They need to earn your trust again, and I think maybe that's something that you will vocalize or should vocalize. 150%. Let me see. How am I going to word this? Let me, like, wonder if this person approaches you. Are they capable of giving you, let's word it like this, the relationship up to your standards? Okay, the Two of Wands. Six of Cups. You know, because depending on the relationship. High Priestess. Eight of Swords. It's on the bottom of the deck. Four of Swords. Seven of Swords. Seven of Wands. This person has to grow up. And I feel like it's not that they're not capable of giving you a relationship. What it feels like more is this person just may be very immature. So, you know, be it in a romantic connection, be it in a friendship, you know, it feels like you will have to weigh out the pros and cons with this person and kind of decide, okay, whether it's friend, romantic, whatever it is for you, you know, can I handle this immaturity, and maybe are they going to grow from it? I feel like, because with immaturity, you know, it doesn't just, sometimes it does, you know, where people just, one day it goes off. This person, though, seems to be a little resistant to it. I feel like that conversation with you will humble them a little bit. But I feel with you, it feels like you may be not making it so easy on them. Like, no, we don't just go back to the way it was. And I see you being more defensive with them. I feel you're going to know what to do with this person. This person, though, does feel immature. And I can't say that in any other way. It's either they're younger than you, physically, mentally, emotionally. It just feels like they don't learn. They're very resistant to learning. And there's the Hierophant. And I feel like this is coming out in more of like the negative aspects of the Hierophant. The Hierophant is an energy of like rules, control, like doing things this way. This is the way it's got. But what it feels like is it's more, they don't learn. It's like an energy of, it's funny because Taurus's energy came out twice, but it's that Taurus Aries kind of energy, but it's more in when it's skewed in the other direction. They don't need to be in a Taurus, Gemini. I kept saying Taurus, Aries, Gemini, and Virgo for some reason. But there's this energy of just resist it. It's almost like they don't get certain things. And whether you can handle that or not is up to you. I don't feel they're going to learn it right away. Or, you know, with them, there may not be this, like, instant, okay. But I also feel you not really trusting them right away. I don't feel this person really has earned that trust yet. But let me select best course of action with this person. Okay, the Seven of Cups. Temperance. With this particular one, patience will be required should you choose to entertain the relationship. But what I do feel is it's going to be actually different for all of you. Some may get that, okay, I get it now. I feel with this particular person, it's like an energy of give what you get. Some of you may get that kind of instant turn, okay, I get it. But it is going to require patience with this particular one. Queen of Pentacles. You know, you're talking like leveling up from a child to an adult, it feels like. You know, the Knight would be more in the middle. We're talking a difference between Page and kind of King and Queens here. Okay? So I feel like Seven of Wands. Seven of Swords. This person just feels like you need to be careful with them. Be it a friend, this and that. You know, it feels like you really need to be careful. I feel like they need some... seem to like settle for less than what they deserve. And I feel like they may choose people, like you're coming out as a queen. It feels like they kind of choose people who are either emotionally unavailable, they kind of are bleh. And there's this energy of, okay, but if you want the goodness, if you want the stability in your life, you can't do that. You need to hold yourself accountable too. You need to hold people around you accountable. That's how we grow, is when we're held accountable. Telling you, this reading is, it's like an energy of some of you, they may step up. Others of you, you may just tell them to go pound salt. The best way to handle it, though, let me get one card for that. Oh, it's the Seven of Wands. It's an energy of maintaining your standards. High Priestess. I feel like this is one of those situations where, like, if they step it up, that's all good and dandy. If they don't make it. It's this energy of, like, don't tolerate it. Could be friendly, okay, but like don't tolerate it. This person needs to learn what kind of the consequences of their actions. See, you're getting Eight of Wands and Eight of Cups. See, there's an energy of, for some of you, it moving forward, and I just saw 11:55. Others of you, you may stay kind of distant from each other until the person grows. There's the Ten of Cups and the Sun. The timelines may be different depending on the person. It feels though like the potential is there for this to go somewhere at some point, but it's more a matter of, you know, okay, are you going to wait or not, or are you going to put up with it? This person just feels like they need to grow the hell up. But I do feel like hold your ground. How do they view you? Eight of Wands and the Queen of Cups. See, you keep coming out as a queen. Another queen, Queen of Pentacles. Temperance. They view you as almost like this, I don't know, I feel like you are a kind of pinnacle almost of stability, of peace almost, of, I don't know if it's like indifferent. It's not indifference, it's more balance. Spiritual balance, spiritual awareness. You're very good at reading situations. When you go through your own things, it doesn't make you toxic or make your life toxic. It feels like you're very good at dealing with stress. You keep a strong. Now here comes the Empress and the Emperor. There's the really big energy here of kind of being in control of both your masculine and feminine energies. And I think they view this, whereas like you know how to be sensitive. You understand sensitivity, but you also understand logic as well. Like, okay, no, I can't let my feelings get in the way. It's the perfect balance of masculine and feminine. If too much of either in a person leads to your view of the world being warped, skewed. They aspire to your energy, but also see, because of the fact that you're coming like this, there's this energy of they aspire to it, but with this kind of energy, this is energy of like holding yourself accountable and also others around you. It's almost like they aspire to have that energy, but it's a challenge to achieve this. And I think you've done the inner work. And the question more is like, hey, like, are they going to do the inner work? The soul searching required. Like getting rid of bad habits. Cutting out, your own BS. I feel like maybe you've done that self-reflection. You've looked at yourself in the mirror and fixed what had to be fixed. Balanced what had to be balanced. And I just saw 1515 on the timer. You see, like, should you give them a chance? Yeah, the Eight of... Absolutely give them a chance. Absolutely give them a chance. But I feel like there's the Three of Swords. It's like an energy of King of Wands. It's like an energy of give them a chance, but it's a chance. Giving someone a chance doesn't mean, okay, I trust you and I this and that and we're we're best buddies again. No. It means I'm giving you a chance. Absolutely give them a chance. But I emphasize a chance. Just know that this person, I think, will require patience either way. See there. Oh, the Star. Ten of Pentacles. Eight of Wands again. You keep getting the Eight of Wands. And Eight of Pentacles. This is really, okay. I feel like meeting this person, it may be even a lesson in patience for you. And there also seems to be in it, for those of you maybe who are looking for a relationship, it could be... I'm getting two energy. I'm getting an energy almost of like... How do I say this? I keep hearing in my head like, what is lost will be replaced. So whether it's with this person or another person, it feels though like just put your best foot forward. Keep your karma clean. Keep your karma good. Keep your karma the way, in a way, like, be wise. And always remember, karma is always in motion. Not to make you paranoid, right? But just, that's karma. And I feel like It's almost like if you're going to get with this person, let's say, or give them a chance, do it for the right reasons. If you're going to walk away from them, do it in the right way. Do it for the right reasons. Do it in the right way. I just saw 1818. Keep it real with this person, and that's what I feel. Stay real to yourself, too. All right, so that's what I feel for this deck. I do hope it resonated for those of you who watch. And if this is where we part ways, I'm sending you much love. Now, remember that message in the beginning. Deck 3 seemed to, if you feel guided to watch deck 3 or something, that may be something for you in there. All right, so let me just get situated here, and we'll move on to deck number 2. Alrighty, so welcome to deck number 2, those of you who chose deck number 2. So let me just cleanse the energy a little bit and we'll get into this. Alright, so how are they thinking? How are they feeling? How do they view what's going on with them? Ooh, Justice reversed. Oh my. No, these, wait. Oh my. Okay, okay, this Justice card is really sticking out to me. There is an energy here of, and the Magician is right next to it. This is, okay. Ooh, 7 of Wands. Ooh, they're very, okay. This feels like somebody who is getting their karma, or has gotten their karma. It actually feels like, I swear, right now feels like, it feels like it's a time of maybe karma being dished out, okay? Or kind of, and I just saw 2020 on the timer, down 2022. It's feeling like there are consequences now being, it's not even like doled out. It's just more like, okay, it's almost like it's the season. Harvest. And, oh, there's the Ace of Swords. Okay, there is a big energy of, it feels like they are getting their but there's another energy of them. It's like this energy of them being very vulnerable right now and volatile. I feel like volatile is what I'm getting. And I feel like right now, they've definitely got their karma, but it feels like they are busy blaming everybody else for their situation. And it feels like towards you right now, there is this energy of, I think you may have told them a truth, and it feels like it's a truth that rang true that they didn't want to hear at the time. And it feels like, in a way, like kind of God, or, you know, like works in funny ways. The universe works in mysterious ways. It feels like that truth that they maybe avoided, it feels like it rang true again, like, and it can't be avoided now. And what it feels like is, it's like, I feel their energy being very aggressive right now towards life, towards, not aggressive, it is aggressive, but it's more like, I don't trust anybody right now. It's almost like being annoyed. I know what I feel. It's more like being annoyed at the truth, the reality. Like, okay, am I untrustworthy? Like, maybe they were delusional and thought, oh, I don't know, like, I'm not untrustworthy. Well, you actually are. And it got the best of you now this time. And it feels like there's a lot of these 2 ones are sticking out to me. The Aces and the Magician. There's an energy coming through of, I feel they're like annoyed at you, but it's like you may be the focus of their anger, but it feels like it's misplaced. It's feeling more like, you got out of something like before the shit hit the fan, and they're just annoyed that you were right about, be it their life, this, that, the other thing. Ooh, another ace of wands. This feels like, I know what this is. This feels like somebody who was very selfish or is very selfish. I feel an energy of like very little cold, a little emotionally aggressive. It's more not even it's more like logic. They're too logical. It feels like their worldview is a little skewed. But I also feel like this is someone who maybe goes after things that are very shiny, that look good on the outside, and they think, oh, this is going to work out great. Like, oh, yeah, F you. You're like, I don't know. This feels like someone who twists. They twist reality a bit, and like, I don't know how I'm hearing like how dare you like try to stop me from my dream, like you're not being supportive. But it's like, okay, let's say you're about to go jump into a pit of snakes. Are you gonna support your friend? Are you gonna support someone? Oh yeah, go do it. No, you're gonna say something else out of love, right? They seem to like twist that, and they may go after things that look good on the outside but are not actually good. I feel they're very passionate. They may go after kind of selfish desires or selfish, like base, kind of carnal things. Ooh, the Lovers. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Ooh. The Five of Pentacles. Oh, they could have, like, dropped you for somebody. They could have. This is like an energy of choosing wrong in relationships. A lot of you, this feels more romantic. It could definitely be friend or family. It's like they viewed you as untrustworthy, and then they trusted some shiny kind of gold-plated thing, and they got their damn karma. Remember, it's like an energy of, okay, it's more, okay, because you chose to trust an untrustworthy person, you got burned. Is it a punishment or a okay, it's like, that's how I look at karma. But that's what I say. I mean, they got their karma. This person feels kind of, I'm getting an energy of like, they're kind of frantic right now. It feels like their life is a little in shambles. There's a lot of energy of, I think, okay, I feel like some of them could be on social media, like trying to maybe act like their life is good. They may be posting a little extra right now, like unnecessary kind of BS or shit that they may be putting up online. What it feels like is this is a farce. There's an energy of, I feel when they're alone, they're like thinking, brooding, and I feel there's an energy of, this is someone like who knows they are doing wrong or knows they have done wrong, but they're very fearful right now. They're very kind of angry at themselves for how their life is or how their relationships are with people or lack of relationships. Ooh, the Five of Cups too. Oh, and the Five of Pentacles. This is some heavy energy. They're very wounded, right? This is like an energy of, when someone is kind of like down. It's like, how do I say this? I can't say though that like I feel, because their energy feels like it's such that they absolutely deserve what they are getting right now, but there's an energy of, this feels like the last thing this person would need to hear is like, I told you so. It feels like they're Wheel of Fortune. They're kind of seeing that being selfish. This feels like a very selfish individual, and it feels like ambition too. It feels like the rest of their life is in shambles. There's the Two of Cups. I get an energy of like they may be doing very well financially, or they may be getting some career opportunities, but it's almost like there's nobody actually to share it with. Or if they're sharing it with people, it feels like the people around them are not loving, are not really there for the right reasons. It feels like it may just be business cards or colleagues, clients, business people. Like it's this kind of energy where, but it actually doesn't feel like genuine friendships, genuine connections. The Moon. I feel they definitely could have chosen somebody else over you. And it feels like they're in a very, or were in, or are still in a very toxic connection. Very low vibration. People, them. And I feel like they are, or even like, I want to say, a lot of secrets. It's like secrets, lies. You gotta fight to get this, that. Oh my God. It's like very draining. And I feel them like they may have lost you. They may have lost other very good people. And they are kind of really feeling this and brooding over it. Oh, the High Priestess. And this High Priestess is very emotional. I feel this energy, I feel this person is more emotional than they let on. I'm getting, for this, I'm hearing the signs like definitely an air sign. I'm feeling too a strong air sign energy. So that would be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Could be. Or it could be those tendencies. I feel like this, though. They may be turning themselves a little bit into the victim. Okay? But it's not that they're the victim. It's more like, but these are the consequences of your actions. I think they're making them, they feel like right now they're making themselves the victim rather than like taking ownership. But it does feel though like they were dealt a serious blow. Okay, their life is such that it's like alone and like no one's actually there for them because the relationships aren't built on kind of free give and take. It's more like, okay, maybe they're only your friend, or like it's kind of like, it feels like maybe business relationships, which is fine, right? But or like clients, but it's not coming out like genuine friendship. It's like a business relationship, a client, a coworker, a colleague, but it may even be the business that this person is in. It doesn't feel right to me. They feel more alone than ever. The Nine of Cups. Now, the Nine of Cups in this deck always gave me an energy of, I feel they go after people who look good. They may be very self-obsessed. This is vanity. I feel an energy of very self-obsessed. They may be into very much how they look. Okay, be it whether they're a guy or girl, it doesn't matter. It could be somebody who thinks because they look good or like people look, they could do whatever they want because I'll always have people coming after me, or like, I also feel though like they may fall for looks. They may go after guys or girls, because they have a certain look about them, but not actually. I also heard the word rebound. They may have broken up with a karmic. or like an ex, and they may be in a rebound relationship right now, or they may look for people even who look like you, or they look the same. I heard that. That feels though very specific. What I'm more getting is it seems like they go after people though for physicality. And also there's a vanity here. Their own vanity gets the best of them. There's the 10 of Cups. And that 5 of Cups. See, there's a strong energy here of, I feel, okay, and there's the World. There's an energy coming through of their happiness or their enjoyment seems to be fleeting, because when you are vain like this, you will never be happy. If your happiness depends on kind of this energy, you'll never be happy. You'll never be happy. They'll never be satisfied with themselves in a relationship. And it also feels like, rather than check their own emotions, they think because they're with someone who, I don't know, like where they look good, or, you know, some of them can even be hiding their sexuality, I'm getting. Okay, it could be like one of those, you know, who it's like, okay, they're maybe like they're trying to act straight when they're gay or bi, or the vice versa. You know, it's this kind of energy. Trying to put on a show for the world, and it's not working. Nine of Wands. Ooh, a lot of nines. 9 of Pentacles. 3 9s in a row. Okay, there's a big energy of this feels like major karma. I feel like a lot of endings in this person's life. People who they thought were friends betrayed them, or are about to, or are betraying them right now. This feels like what's floating around their life. Oh my goodness, yeah. They're betraying themselves too. This feels though like them kind of getting betrayed because of who they choose. It just feels like a lot of that right now going on in their life. Now they're okay. I feel like it's more like, hey, what are they feeling towards you or towards the viewer? How do they? Now, what action are they taking, or how are they? 10 of Pentacles. Oh, the Empress. Now, this Empress for me is always Athena, goddess of wisdom. Warriors, crafts, and wisdom. High Priestess again. This one wants to reverse. 4 of Pentacles reversed. How interesting. 8 of Pentacles. Okay, there's an energy of, I feel them reaching out to you. I feel like something very, it's like I'm hearing the straw that breaks the camel's back. Okay, or like the shatter point, the breaking point in their life. And I feel them, it just feels like it's like something that just sets them over the edge. And I feel like you maybe were somebody who was very supportive with them. Excuse me. You may have been someone who was very free-loving with them, supporting with them. Were there for the right reasons. Like they didn't have to fight to get you to answer the phone or to see them or to be there when they needed something. Other people, it seems like that's what's going on. And I feel like it feels like life events or karma kind of putting the pressure on it. It's almost like the pressure, the balloon pops. Because I'm seeing like a balloon popping, and it just feels like they reach out to you, and I feel like I'm almost hearing like it's out of desperation. There's the Lovers. I'm hearing like there's this energy of almost like, you're the only one that I know I'm hearing like I know it's been a long time, but you're the only one who I actually can trust or like could trust with this, and like I know it actually feels like them really opening up. There's the Death card. It's like reaching out to you at a kind of in a vulnerable place. And now you're coming out as a Queen of Wands. You may be kind of rock solid towards this person. Got Justice, but came out before, and now the Hermit. I mean Temper, I'm sorry. Three of Cups, King of Cups, and the Devil. I feel them realizing a lot of things. This is some major energy. I feel you coming out, and you're not going to know what to do. There's this energy of like, oh my God. You may have even not forgot about them, but more like maybe time has passed. Like, not to say that you're like, okay, when they reach out, it's like you may be jumping for joy a little, but yet you're also a little like maybe miffed, or like it just feels like a weird feeling because it feels like you don't trust them. And it's more like, I'm really sorry to hear that. I don't feel you kind of giving maybe the same care, but I actually feel them realizing a great many things. Let me see if you can trust this individual when they reach out to you. And I feel like I need to move to another deck for this, or clarify it. But when this person reaches out, this feels like more of a win. What is the best course of action? Okay, the Eight of Wands. Knight of Wands. Yeah, this is going to be when you least expect it. This is not something, this very unpredictable, erratic energy. I just heard this. Don't be a fool. Which makes me feel like do nothing rash. Which to me means like either don't cut them off right away or don't trust them 100% right away. Do nothing extreme. It's more like keep a level head. Queen of Wands. Stay in control of the situation and of yourself. You got the Queen of Wands again. And that's how you came out before. I think there's this energy of like, in a way, there's this energy, and I can't sugarcoat it, and I won't. It's almost like being a little satisfied, and maybe rightfully so, like, okay, hey, the scales have been balanced. There's this energy of satisfaction a little bit. But keep that maybe to yourself. There's judgment. Yeah, it's like you seeing karma, like rightfully. Okay, what happened? There's this energy of like justice coming through. Eight of Wands. I'm sorry, Six of Wands and the Fool. It's funny. I said, and I heard like, don't be a fool. But yet, okay, the Six of Wands, Nine of Pentacles. There's that Temptation card. I feel with the Six of, there's an energy of you can talk with them. I would talk with them. But don't let your feelings, how do I say this? Like, control your feelings, be it your attraction to them, your emotions towards them. I feel like be very fair to yourself and to them. Don't be overly, it's like, I don't know, like flat out unsupportive or overly supportive. It's like, kind of just hear it out and respond accordingly and fairly. I just heard this, like, I just heard this in my head. It's, maybe this is like a line or like a word. Well, now's the time, you need to take accountability for what you did with me. And like maybe even like it could be like even if you did some things that you're, it just feels like first of all, like where are we going with this? Because I kind of feel like they abandoned you, but it's more like there's the Three of Swords. There's a lot of heartbreak that may need to be dished out between the both of you. There's Athena again, the Empress. For me, that's Athena. This is going to require... Okay, there's that Seven of Cups, but this is very heartbreak. There's an energy of being very wise, and I feel like avoid unnecessary conflict. Because with Athena, Athena is the goddess again of war, right? As opposed to Ares. In the Greek mythology, I'm very connected to Greek mythology, and Athena versus, in a way, okay, Athena is more the tactics maybe of conflict, whereas like Ares is more the god of like the actual, like let's say the fighting, the brutality of war, whereas Athena is more strategy, like, hey, do we actually need to go there? Do we need to fight this battle? This is the kind of energy that I feel. It's maybe like being very wise about what to say about and when. Like, do we hash this particular part out now or not? Do I clean up this mess or do I let them say, you know what I mean? It's like being very wise about your actions. This feels like more of a like, don't let your feelings get in the way to make you do anything extreme. But be very wise about your choices with this person. It's more like I'm feeling like how much support you offer them and when. I feel, though, that they do need to realize what they have done to you, and you may need to realize things that you did to them. I feel them saying things to you, you saying things to them. I actually feel this energy. It feels like it may take a little while for you and like for the both of you to come together again, but it feels like, meaning like more to trust each other again. Maybe when this conversation is had, but it does feel like how do I say this? There's like a good potential for a reconciliation, and this actually feels more like a reconciliation in the sense of like, okay, I'll have you back in my life again, and you're back in my life again, and I'm back in yours again. That's what it actually feels like. Is one of those situations. I feel this person actually learning quite a bit, or I feel them. Let me just confirm it with the other. I feel like I want to go to the other deck. I keep feeling like there are things that both of you will need to take accountability for. And growth from or change. Growth. I'm hearing more growth. And it does feel like this is maybe a both of you thing. Let me see. Is this person trustworthy? Like, are they worth... I don't know how to say this. So, like, you know, is the potential, is it really there that they're going to... That tower again is on the bottom of the deck. So I saw it as I was shuffling. It did feel like you've had a breakup, or you've had to be out of each other's lives. Okay, so the Four of Wands, Nine of Wands, Knight of Wands, Nine of Pentacles. Okay. So are they actually trustworthy? There's the Queen of Pentacles. Five of Swords. The Sun. I feel this is more of a you thing. I actually feel them as having the potential to step it up. But I also feel like some of you may just be done with it. And it's going to really depend on your choices, actually, here. Whether it continues. I feel like some of you could be either very done with it or be willing to give another chance. Because I am seeing it go both ways. I heard like there's this energy of you letting them come to you when they have an issue. That can change things. Like if you don't press them or something like that. There's something about like leaving them to their choices or being like on them a lot. That may be something that has, or that could change the dynamic of the connection. Or like, say you're back in each other's lives. Let them do what they're gonna do. I actually do feel, though, the potential for... It's just a matter of whether you're done or not. Let me see. Is this person worth giving? Because see, no, you're very unsure of it. Let me just see. Are they actually going to learn it, and are they worth giving another chance? Will they give you that relationship? Will they? Are they? Is there an apology? Or both ends. Is it going to? Ace of Wands. The World. Justice. I feel like the top of this cluster. Six of Swords. Yes, there is. I felt more guided to this Chariot card, but like not with her, with this. I actually feel like yes. I think they're worth maybe giving another chance. I do. And I feel like there's potential here. I feel like you will need to go about the relationship or the friend or whatever, the relationship in a different way. And I think that will make all the better. Now, as for them, it does feel... It's almost like, I heard this, like if you could take accountability, there's something maybe that you need to take accountability for with them. And I feel like if both can, it'll work. I see them actually coming out of it. I do. And I feel like potential there for, and I do feel they're like the heartbreak, that energy. It may take a little time to settle. But a discussion will be had. I heard this, give them the choice. I just heard this, like, you are free to choose. I also feel this with them. What I feel them maybe realizing is that they dropped you or they let you go or something for like bullshit, like for shiny things. Something that shines, but it's not actually legit. They chose kind of... It's like kind of like an apple, like a rotten apple over the actual thing, or like a wax apple over the real, or like wax fruit over real fruit. Ooh, the Emperor, and their ego was out of control. Or Emperor reversed, mind you. So I feel like them actually coming to this realization. I just heard this, it's more like you're free to choose. That's the words that I heard. You're free to choose. And it's more like, if you want me in your life, then you need to put me there. And there's the Tower. So I feel like that Tower, it's like an energy of it. And there's Judgment again. I think they learned their lesson of kind of, playing games and this and that. But I think it's more like, it'll be like a test period. Okay, like, then let's see. But I do feel with that one, there's potential. All right. right, let me just see now how to best. Any other advice? Five of Swords. High Priestess. Clear there's an energy like you still have feelings for them, but I feel there's an energy here of give them a chance, but it's a chance, but I feel like don't open all the doors just yet. Devil goes into the sun. There's potential here for this to really turn around. And I think a lot of things to come out and maybe even feelings to be expressed. Ace of Cups. There's a lot of potential here. I heard this, like both of you hold yourselves accountable. I also just got another random message. It's like an energy. Let's say like they reach out. Don't reply right away. Wait a little bit. Like whether it's, and it felt more like maybe a day, or you know, like let's say you used to reply real fast. Not real fast. It's like an energy of let it sit for a little bit, and it felt more like maybe a day. Let's say you like leave it on red for a little bit and then reply. It more feels like not ignore, but it's more like I heard like give it a day. It feels like a day to me. I don't know why. It's like a day or two or something. In a way, because it's also, it's like, hey, you have a life too. Show them that. You know, that they, okay, yeah, you don't get my priority. No matter what you're going, you don't get that priority from me anymore. That's more what that feels like. Like if you're doing something, don't stop what you're doing to reply to them and give them a instant reply. It's like give it a day or two is what I felt more a day though. There's a chance for the friendship or the relationship to deepen again. And I feel like it may be worth it to give it a go. But I am feeling there are things, again, that both of you will need to take accountability for. All right? And this actually looks like it will go in a direction, like if you want to reconcile, and as in the definition with reconcile of, like, be in each other's lives again, it looks like there's potential there. Okay? So, for those of you who chose deck number 2, I do hope that this resonates. So again, I had to cut off the camera there. For those of you who chose deck 2, I hope this resonates with you. And let's move on to deck number 3 now. Okay. All right. So those of you who chose deck number 3, welcome to your reading. So let's get into this. So, okay, what are they... What are they thinking? What are they feeling? What are they going through? Hmm. How are they viewing you right now? What are they going through? Are they gonna... Okay, the Queen of Swords. Oof. Queen of Swords come out a lot in all these decks. Okay. Magician. Seven of Cups. Okay. There is a big energy here of... I feel this person may have been very selfish with you. I feel like they kind of threw you to the dirt. It feels like maybe they chose, be it another partner, they just dropped you from their life. I feel like they may have went to maybe some attention, that may have chose like a business. It feels like there's something about getting a little attention, and I think they may have chose attention over stability, or I keep hearing the word attention. Attention. Right now I feel them kind of, there's this energy of like, okay, you be selfish like that, or whatever you want to call it, like you're focusing on yourself. Well, guess what? So am I. So the hell am I. And there's this energy between you two right now of like, it's not necessarily instability. It's more like confusion or on hold. I feel an energy of I think that there are things that they ignored that you said. They're coming out as like not really listening to you, or kind of actively pushing you out. Maybe words that you said, be it, I even feel like either judgments or opinions, or, because I more feel though like it's, be it opinions, it's more like facts. You also seem to be very intuitive, and I feel like it freaked them. There's the Death card. Oh, there's an energy of them like having. I feel like they walked away from you. They chose some whatever over you. There's the Three of Cups. It's like an energy of them being loyal to themselves, or like kind of some frivolous connections. I feel with the Three of Cups, it's like almost an energy of, oh, the Ace of Swords. There's like an energy of really huffy. I'm hearing this like, oh, I don't need this bullshit in my life. I don't want to hear it. I'm doing this, that, and There's an energy of both of you have your back turns, like your backs turned towards each other. You're like, you're not interested, they're not in a way. And it feels like maybe that's the way you left each other, or that's how it's like, hey, yeah, no, we're not on the same page here. You obviously want different things. Now, let me see. There is a big energy of feel like them trying to prove you wrong with something, rather than maybe listen to some advice. Let me see. The Hermit. That feels like where it was. And I feel like now the Hermit, this feels more recent. The Hermit. Death. Ooh. Where they didn't regret it before, now they are. Ten of Cups. Eight of Cups reverse. And funny, as I'm doing this, I just got like a sharp energy, or like a heat in my thumb on this card. It was like heat, almost like electricity. Heat. Or heat. The Eight of Cups is reversed with the Death card. It's almost like they walked away from you, but didn't let go emotionally. I think they did, but didn't, in a way. They did it with their head, but it wasn't it was a head over heart, not a heart over head. I feel they even maybe went to another friend group for some of you. I'm more getting an energy right now of them regretting the choice. Ace of Cups. Now, what's interesting here is, I mean, those of you who've noticed, this is more of like a Christmas or like a holiday day. I'm getting actually an energy of, it feels like something by the holidays or Christmas time, or, you know, like Hanukkah, Thanksgiving, Christmas. It's more feeling like in the December months. December, that Wheel of Fortune. I actually feel really strongly, for some reason, you two coming back together. I feel them reaching out to you, at least. They're viewing you. It's funny, I didn't even throw for that, but I'm actually feeling it very strongly that something is, I feel that maybe something happened right now. Karma feels like it's hitting or has hit. But there's this energy like maybe by the holidays, they will kind of scrounge up the courage to approach you. Or something around there may bring you two together again for some reason. Or like, you know what, like, hey, it's been a while and I'm just thinking about things. And, you know, I've been thinking about things, and I just wanted to say this to you. I also feel like they may have left you in a rut. You may have whatever. And it feels though like, I also feel like feelings being expressed. There's this energy, Judgment and Three of Wands again, where the back is turned. You may have written it off, but I feel like there is an energy of something that they will send you. I actually feel a strong message of, maybe by the holidays, for a lot of you out there, you may get a message from them that may bring you some satisfaction. I feel right now, this period, they may be going through some soul searching right now. They may even be in another relationship, okay, but it feels, the Seven of Pentacles, it feels like an energy of, it's almost like, what am I doing here? Why am it feels like not really satisfied, not really up to par. I feel them kind of, these next few months feel very crucial. I feel them kind of turning around a little bit. Okay, there's Justice. You could be dealing with a Libra. I actually feel the World. Emperor, big energies. 10 of... There's an energy of them, I feel... There's an energy of quite a turnaround. There's like an energy of someone who goes from being very unaware to, okay, now I understand karma, or I understand right from wrong, or I understand, let's even take right from wrong out of it. It's more like an energy, okay, well, here's what this creates, here's what that creates. And I feel ownership being taken for a lot of things in their life. I feel there's an energy of reciprocity coming through with them. I feel like maybe things or lessons, I wanted to say lessons first, that you may have spoke to them, specifically maybe about reciprocity. Now they get it. It feels like they're getting it, or now they get what you were talking about. Maybe things that you said that they thought like, oh, you're just being, you're either jealous or you're clingy, you're an asshole, you're this, you're that. It's like an energy of, no, now I get it. Now I get it. I actually feel them maybe even wanting to thank you. Death card, 8 of... Some of you may even get a gift from them. Your Queen of Swords, you're coming out as like guard in a way. I actually feel them taking the risk. Even though they may be terrified of rejection, I feel them actually taking some ownership here. The sun and the moon just came out. I feel they may have maybe been wanting to approach you or they may be thinking about it. I feel actually a big energy of, you know what, F it, I need to do this for myself. For that, I feel them actually wanting to make amends with you, or at least say what they think they need to say to you. And just, I feel them like just taking the risk and reaching out to you, whether you leave them out in the cold or do choose to reply to them. This sun and moon is really sticking out to me because it's showing me, I feel them kind of understanding the like masculine and feminine, balancing those energies out, logic and emotion. Too much, or I should say this, maybe one without the other. Too much of one without the other in a person really skews their worldview. It distorts their view. It's corrupting. It distorts your view. And I feel them getting it. I just feel like an energy of accountability. There's that 8 of Cups reversed again. I feel them acknowledging their pain, your pain. I feel a message coming. Some of you, it may be like a gift, or I keep hearing like a thank you. I also feel an energy of, oh, there's the 7 of Swords. There's an energy of, you could have been dealing very much like with a liar. They may not be like a bad person per se, right? Or like out, never wanted to get you or out to get you. But there's this energy of lies with them. And I feel maybe even like chameleon or just a bit of a like liar or like an avoider. And I feel like maybe they didn't want to hurt you, but it did. And it does hurt. And I feel them, maybe you called them out on a lot of their BS lies. And I feel them kind of getting it and like owning up to it to you. Like, you know what? You were the only one that called me out on these things. No one else did. But now I get it. King of Cups. I see them maybe going from either like a little boy or a little girl to like a man or a woman. They're growing into like full adulthood. When you met them, they may have been a certain way. Now I see them kind of a little more put together, but they had to go through some help. This is the Emperor. See, it feels like they're going from a bit of a shady ass to someone who walks the talk. Before they may have just talked the talk or faked it till they maked it. Or, this feels like, yeah, I feel them making peace with them. There's like an energy of, they were like indecisive. I feel them like growing now. I think there's this energy of like maybe realizing why you could have went off the handle, maybe why they left you, why they dropped you, or I keep hearing this, like maybe they were friendly, but never your friend. I just saw the Page of Cups, and it's funny that the King of Cups is out. But there's like an energy of, yeah, Page versus King. Friendly versus friend, or like friendly versus love. Let's see. How do they view you, or how are they viewing you now? Let's go. No, I feel I don't even need the card. There's an energy of where they didn't respect you before, now they respect you. Now they get it. They're getting it. I feel like where they thought you were maybe critical or unsupportive or just crazy, batshit crazy, you're not. And I feel like they have grown or will be growing or are in the process of growing. And it seems to be like this winter judgment. I feel there's like an energy for a lot of them of just stepping it the hell up, taking ownership, taking accountability for themselves, learning grace. And I feel as for they view you, before it feels like this energy of, you may have come off as judgmental or to them in a way, but it feels like they were liar before. And that's just tough shit. People don't, people who are mature, when they get called out on their lies, well, the one who calls them out, of course, is always going to be the enemy. That's maybe how they viewed you before. Not anymore. I also feel like Star. I feel them, you may have also been kind of spiritual or intuitive, but it's not coming out as like self-absorbed. There's this energy of, the Empress. Very graceful energy, high standards with you. And they may not have been up to par before. I keep hearing like now they will get it, or they're getting it. They're getting it. Why you were this, why you called that out, why you said this. I think they got a dose of kind of like bullshit. They got a dose of, okay, and it's like, hey, I'm done with that game. Let me see. Kind of, please, dear angels, dear God, universe, for this soulmate, this particular person. This feels like they're going to reach out. Should you give them, or should the viewer give them a chance? Somebody out there's like an energy of, I don't know, maybe it's the cross watcher, or like the one who is actually learning this lesson, okay, who needs to do the reaching out, or, is the one who, chose the shit over the stability. Just reach out to them, okay? Just do it. Whether they reject you or not, just do it. That's how you earn respect. Your life will be better for it. And yeah, they always did love you. So just do it. Don't be afraid. All right. Now let me get back into it. Is this person worthy of it? All right. The Knight of Wands are like worthy of another chance. Knight of Wands, like, are they gonna, are they, you know what I'm asking. Knight of Wands, Ace of Wands. So, okay. Two of Pentacles. Right now I feel their business or their career seems to be rather important to them. But the Knight goes to an Ace, Two of Pentacles, King of Wands. Actually, yeah. There's an energy of like an immature boy or girl turning into a man or a woman. I feel they learn the lessons of selfishness, of heartbreak, like where it leads. King of Pentacles. They may have been arrogant, but now that's turning into kind of true self-worth. Not when it's skewed in the other way, like where it's self-absorption or arrogance. It's true self-love. Two of Cups. Yeah, there's an energy here of them actually stepping up. Understanding what actual relationships are, like true friendship. Yeah, 401. This actually feels like this person is worth it, or is, like, they mean what they say. Your intuition will tell you that. Let me see, though, like, okay, how to best go about this. Let me see, like, okay, what are their... No, I want for like, you know, what are their feelings for you? I need to go to the other deck. What are their feelings for... I think they're going to tell you, there's this energy of them, I was an arrogant son of a bitch. There's an energy of arrogance, and I see them admitting it. Let me see, though, like, what are their true feelings for you? So the King of Wands, maybe they never revealed their attraction to you. There was always a resistance. I feel they're actually very, it feels sexually attracted, but also attracted. They're very passionate about you. But also I feel like there's an energy of your humility, but also your kind of, it's like a mixture of humility and no nonsense. They like that. I think the stability that you are, it didn't work with them before because they were unstable. Now they're getting it. Ace of Wands. Yeah, no. And I even feel like there's an energy they maybe even never revealed feelings, or never acted upon it, or it was always like resistant. They may have been hiding who they were. There's almost this energy of, is it too late? Because I feel they were very breadcrumby with you. Or maybe it was clear there was a romantic connection and they never acted on it out of fear. Some of you, if it's same sex, they may be coming out to you. Queen of Cups. It's funny, I felt I had a thrower on this side. There's an energy of you kind of watching that, you know, they may have put you on the back burner all the time. Somebody who was very loyal to them. And I think they didn't really see your value back then. Now they do. Or they will be. There's the star. This feels like one of those situations. Absolutely. Right now feels like a deep period of soul searching. Let me see. I think they're seeing kind of like, okay, attention. They're maybe getting some attention, but realizing the difference between attention and love. Let me just see, like, what are they, some of you, it feels like they could have been in another relationship. But let me just see, like, how do I want to word this? It's almost like, are you still like someone who they consider their person? Ten of Swords, Four of Pentacles, the World. Yes. Page of... There's like an energy of, okay, when you started giving them the breadcrumbs, it affected them. Death. And when they put an end to it, you didn't chase. That hurt. And it also, as it should. But this feels like an energy of... Goodness, the Knight of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. This person feels like they had to lose you to see what you really were. They may have been younger than you, or they may just have been spiritually unaware or emotionally a little immature. There's a big energy of, okay, now I get the stability. Now I get it. And this feels like, whereas maybe before they didn't feel the loss, it feels like they always felt the loss in a way, but it's more like where they appreciate what you had to offer now, who you were and who you still are. I feel them wanting another chance, or at least it feels like trying to apologize or just say what they have to say to you. Let me see, how should you best handle this? Ace of Wands, Two of Wands, Six of Pentacles. There's an energy of being very reciprocal. I feel like they will need to earn your trust again, of course. And they probably know that. But there is an energy of, okay, I feel you may still be very much in love or love them. There's the Devil and the Death card. There is an energy coming through here of they may know you need some time, think about it. But I also feel like trust just doesn't get rebuilt like that overnight. It feels like an energy of maybe you even saying these words, like maybe, okay, well, we're going to start from a clean slate. Discussion will need to be had, I feel, or will be being had. But I do feel an energy of like you making it clear, though, of like, I'm not, it could even be you saying it or more like your actions. I think they even know this. They may even blurt it out without you saying it, but it's like they know what you're not going to tolerate anymore. But I feel also like you may be being a little weary, but I think that's okay, and that's maybe the way it should be. Give a little at a time. Don't make them a priority right away in your life. I kind of feel, though, like them actively trying to show you that they've changed, and you may just be like, yeah, okay, well, let's see. I'm getting like maybe a few months or a month or two of that, like, or, you know, for some of you it could be a few weeks, but I do feel like take it slow with them. But I also feel this, like, if you're going to allow them back in, okay, in your life, like, there needs to be a point, though, then where you start to actually trust them again. Like, don't play the same games back with them, but do take your time. But at some point, the situation, more like on your end, you're going to need to, if you choose to let them back in, you're going to need to transform it then, once they show you who they are. But it does feel like a discussion about the heartbreak, the betrayal of trust coming, like what you did, how it made you feel. It does feel like some emotional discussions coming out. But I actually feel like even if they confess feelings, you know, you may be a little defense or a little still shaken from it. It's almost like this is always what I wanted. This feels like a relationship that could work out very well. But I do feel, though, like those of you who are feeling this, it feels like not a flat-out rejection just yet, but more of a, listen, I need a little bit of time here, right? I heard you, but I need a little bit of time. Everyone heard, like, yes, I love you, but right now this is a bit of a shock, and I just need a little bit of time, okay? Or I need to be able to trust you again. And I also feel like you kind of living your life too. But be very clear with the person too. 8 of Cups, the Star. They are praying, though, that you let them in. So, of course they are. But I feel this energy of, it may be what you both kind of always wanted. And this may even have been one of those, right people, wrong time things. So, that's what I feel. This feels like kind of a, maybe by the winner thing. In the meantime, live your life. Yeah, look at that. The 9 of Pentacles. My goodness. Knight of Swords. 10 of Pentacles. There's an energy of just doing your damn thing. Like having heard that, just do your thing. Date. Be single. Whatever floats your boat. Even though they are coming out as trustworthy, though, I do feel, though, this Page of Wands and the Moon, there's an energy that they do need to earn your trust back again, though. So that will be up to you, okay, on what to do. But I feel, you being used to that kind of bullshit energy, there's a little work involved that they're going to need to do to gain your trust back. I feel like an energy, you kind of just sticking to yourself for a little while, not really doing much reaching out, little by little, okay, is kind of the energy that I'm feeling. Okay? And if they have something to say about it, like, why are you going so slow? All you need to come out with is, it's like, okay, well, sorry that you had this fucking epiphany. And I do feel it's like this, because I feel that maybe some of them could get a little pushy. It's like this energy. I'm glad you had this effing epiphany, okay? But, it's been quite a while. Like, I'm glad you did, okay? But I need some time. Like, sorry that I don't just trust you, right away. That's the kind of energy that I am feeling. And they may get it. But I think you may, if they get a little huffy, you will need to say it. And I just saw 33. And I also heard, like, how it's different, when I wanted this with you, that you gave me the same answer I'm giving you. So, it's like, just cool it. If you get that energy from them, that is maybe the best thing to say. But I also feel them liking, that's the kind of energy I think that they were attracted to, but like were always a little bit afraid of, because it was so truthful about themselves or about you, whatever. There's this energy of really just saying it like it is. And I don't feel you having a problem with that, but it's more when it's needed. So this feels good, I have to say. And you being on guard a little bit I feel that's smart. Just remember what I said. If you're going to let them back into your life, though, it's again, you need to be on guard, yeah, but it's at some point you're going to need to trust again, if that's what you want with them. Don't string them along. All right. So let me just get a final message for you. I didn't do this with the other decks, but it does feel like an angel message. Feels like a breakup for them may have sparked this. A lot of pain in their life. Ooh, you reap what you sow. Your dream is coming to this. I feel like it's more you reap what you sow part. And I think they're understanding this now, 100%. You as well, it seems to be. Remember, you reap what you sow. Look at this, goddess of psychic protection. What you believe you create, no one can harm you. There's this energy, I feel this is more an energy of you being very intuitive right now. And I think them maybe starting to get that in themselves too. Goddess of the earth, more of that earth energy. This one, goddess of, or the god of indulgence. It's all right. Stop beating yourself up. A little indulgence and balance is healthy. This makes me feel an energy of like maybe they were too indulgent, and that's what led to what happened in their life. Why, you know, they ran from you, you ran from them, whatever. I feel them learning the lesson now of indulgence. Let me get, I feel also a message from Archangel Michael. There's the angel of self-worth. You are currently undervalued. It is time to regain your self-worth. This feels like them as well, like maybe honoring themselves more so as to like not make those crappy decisions that they did. If you have self-worth, you don't lie. Wow. In the Archangel Michael deck, there are very few, or there's a few, but it's not really about love specifically. Funny, you would get eternal love. Help me perceive, dear Archangel Michael, help me perceive all the love that surrounds me so that I can feel safe receiving, expressing, and giving love. That feels like was the challenge in the relationship or with them. Now look at this. You have created this situation and you have the power to change it. More about karma. Accountability. And this is your life's purpose. I also feel like maybe their career was something too, like when you were together, they maybe didn't know who they were. Now they're figuring that out. This feels good. This is very much sticking out to me though. You created this situation and you have the power to change it. And that feels like the both, in a way, them, but maybe this is something, that lesson that they learned. Like, you know, okay, like, did you create it or are you a victim? And that's something I feel that they're learning. So, guys, I hope this resonated with you. I'm sending you so much love. And again, if you are interested in a private reading, you can email me down below. That information is in the description box. And happy September again to all of you. I will see you soon. Bye-bye now.